How's it going, ladies and Bruces? I'm Sixkilla and welcome back to 12 Hours to Die. Now we've got ourselves a puzzle to do, and I know I let myself down. I let everybody down last time, but hopefully we can solve this one. Usually I'm not too bad at these kind of puzzles, but it just did not work last time. Any ideas? All these clues are either a number or a book. All the books had to do with a list of numbers too. So let's review and go from there. Yay, math. I know, right? I love math. Alright, let's have a look. I'm going to write some notes. So that might take a minute. Oh god. So the mode is the number that appears the most. So in this case it would be 3, right? Range. The difference between the largest and smallest values in a list of numbers. Well, the range is also 8 because 8 is the largest number and 0 is the smallest number, and the range between 8 and 0 is 8. Mean. The average out of a list of numbers. Okay, so the mean would be 4. Didn't need a calculator for that after all. Alright, what's the other one? Median. The middle value in a list of numbers. Is that ascending? I assume that means ascending. Then the middle value would be number 5 or number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that'd be 3. So 3, 8, 4, 3. Should we try that? Yes! Right. Awesome. Take that, you stupid puzzle. Let's go in. You don't have to tell me twice. Oh my god, I think I've redeemed myself from the last one. Feel like I've redeemed myself. Vindication. This looks just like all the other classrooms. There has to be something here. Otherwise, why would they bother keeping it locked? Only really cheesed off if there's nothing here. Well, there's nothing written on the chalkboard this time. The cabinets are still locked. And as usual, the closet is locked. Nothing in the desks. What about the teachers? I'm on it. Oh? Did you find something? Yeah, look. A box? Not just that, it's filled with movies. What kind? Let's see, there's Die Harder, Resident Kane. Oh, I don't recognize this one. Treasure Hike. Let's see, it's full of twists. Like the part where we find out his mum is still alive? Man, didn't see that coming. What kind of review is that? Sounds weird. I wonder if Argus has seen it. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course he's seen it. Yeah, probably. Why are these here? I haven't seen any TVs around. Though, even if there were some, now's not the time to watch these. Her expression shifted as soon as she picked up that movie. Not this one. Hyun Jae? You know what this one's about, right? Hyun Jae's son needs a heart transplant, but the father can't afford it, so he takes the hospital hostage to have them take his heart and give it to his son. Yeah, it's pretty sad. So stupid. Huh? The father was completely selfish. Selfish? How can giving his life to save his son be selfish? Tell me, how would you feel if your father killed himself, leaving you behind? Harsh, but I think I get what she means. That man would leave his son alone without a father. His son would be left to mourn him and face the consequences of his father's actions. But he had no other choice. He didn't have to save his son. What? He only did so to clear his conscience. He never once thought of the crappy life his son would live after he died. I guess. Look, I'm not saying a sacrifice was inherently wrong, but more times than not, the one being saved is left worse for the wear. Whatever, it's just an old movie. It wouldn't hold up today. Nowadays, peacemakers can accomplish the same things a heart transplant can. Pacemakers. Right. You're right. Now, it doesn't look like there's much else here. So this is a dead end. Seems like it. A dead end. Is this really all there is? No. Edmund? In an act of desperation, I flipped the box, dumping the contents on the desk. What are you doing? There must be something in one of these. I have no reason to believe what I'm saying, but we can't just give up already. Hey Tomoka, help me check these cases. Your time is slowly running out. I'm sure at least one of you must be getting very nervous, but don't fret, take your time. I'm sure it'll be a beautiful death. A beautiful death. Give me a break. 10 hours left. 10 more hours of this? No, we will get out of here. Soon. What was that? A key. A key to what? It says stair A. The stairwell. Stairwell A key added to the inventory. Stairwell A. We can get to the next floor with this. I'll go get the others. But wait. Well, I guess while she's gone we can try opening it. Right. Third floor hallway. Edmund, may I ask you something? Sure, what is it? What does Cecile mean when she said, more times than not, the one being saved is less worse for the wear? I think she believes it because someone did sacrifice herself for her. Sharks have vertical fins which move from side to side, as typically seen in fish. Conversely, whales have horizontal fins which move up and down. So who can tell me what an orca is? A whale. Isn't it a dolphin? Isn't it a type of dolphin, technically? But I thought orcas were dolphins. You're technically correct. Whales and dolphins both fall under the infraorder Cetacea, which essentially means aquatic mammal. They're divided into two parvorders, Miaceti and Odontoceti, baleen and toothed whales, respectively. Exactly. Since you're on a roll, can you give me examples? Baleen includes any whale with a baleen plate and two blowholes, such as blue whales, grey whales, and humpback whales, while toothed, as the name suggests, include any whales with teeth and one blowhole, examples being narwhals, dolphins, and orcas. You're absolutely correct. Whew. We were expected to know this by now? I don't remember seeing anything about whales in our reading assignment. Now let's move on to the orca's prey. Did you know that orcas hunt great white sharks for their livers? Can't you go instead? She said she wanted to see you this time. Though I think she'd prefer if we both came, but... Fine, I'll go. Goodbye. Oh, did Felix sacrifice himself for Cecile? She's going to the hospital this time? Yeah. Come on, let's go. The hospital? According to the receptionist, Cecile went to room 49. What am I doing? Why did I follow her? I shouldn't be here. I don't even know who's staying in this room. Danielle Belmont? I'm making progress on my research. Cecile? I think I should be able to make a cure by... Let's not talk about that. How's school been? Fine, but... And Felix? You two can't keep fighting forever. When the time comes, you need to be there for each other. I don't have much time left. No, don't say that. I made a promise. I will save you. Cecile, I'm beyond saving. Please, focus on graduating first. I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over. I should get out of here. Edmund, were you listening? I'm sorry. Can we talk? As you might have guessed, that woman is my mother. She's the best mother I could ever ask for. She had to work long hours to raise their two kids, but she's always had time for us, and no matter how tired she was, she always smiled. Then it happened. It was a few weeks after I began my freshman year of high school. When she was about to leave for work, she collapsed. Of course, we immediately called for an ambulance. Felix went with her while I went to school, worried. After school, I went to see her. By then, they learned what caused her to collapse. Bone cancer. It started in her leg, but by the time it was discovered, it had spread too far. It was beginning to spread to her lungs. We didn't have much money. Our insurance would only cover so much. We were told there was an operation which had a chance to cure her, but it has a high rate of failure, so our insurance won't cover it. The only way we can afford it is if both Felix and I spend our entire life savings. What'd you do? Absolutely nothing. I wanted to pay for the operation. My stupid brother refused. And to top it all off, Mother agreed with him. She's given up. Now she's just lying there waiting to die. I understand her reasoning. She doesn't want us to throw away our futures, but she shouldn't have to make that kind of decision. I don't know what I can do without her. I can't let her die like this. She's the reason I've been studying medicine these last few years. If those doctors won't save her, then I will. I have to save her. So now you know. Please do me a favor and don't worry, I won't tell anyone else about this. Was it that obvious? Thank you. Come on, I'll walk you home. I never knew that about her. Me neither. That's probably one of the few times she's ever opened up to anyone about that. She always looked like the kind of person to keep everything in. I guess even she needs to let it out every now and then. Remind me never to ask you to keep another secret. Heh. Don't worry, that's the only secret I've ever told. Come on, the stairs are this way. Let's try the second floor first. Cross your fingers. No. No dice. Sounded like it unlocked, but it still won't open? Maybe they sealed it off with duct tape, or a blowtorch. Well, let's try the fourth floor then. Attempt number 2. This should work, I think. If it doesn't, then I don't know. Whatever, I'm doing it. Please, please. Ah. Gotcha. Yes, it opened. I can feel it. We're one step closer to getting out of here. But we're heading up. At this point, we can't hope to climb out a window. Right, but we can't give up until the very end. Yeah, you're right. Well, let's check it out. Hold it. Wait for the rest of us. Huh? Everyone. You trying to leave us behind? Good work, guys. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going. Alright. Is that the chapter done, is it? How'd you do on the test? I think I did okay. How about you? I'll live. But I keep getting hung up on the factorials, like 11 over 6. I've always found them quite simple. Factorials are just each of the numbers up to x multiplied by each other. Like 6 is just 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. I know that, but dividing them is a pain. Since we can't just use calculators during tests, we have to multiply and divide all these numbers. That's one way to do it, but there's a simpler way. For example, 11 over 6 becomes... oh my god. Then the numbers in the denominator cancel out the same numbers in the numerator. Oh, you're right. Then we're left with 11 times 10 times 9 times 8 times 7. And that equals 55,440. Let me try another one. Is anyone else understanding what they're saying? Not a clue. That's Eben for you. He's always been such a math whiz. Growing up, I'd ask him for help, but I could never understand his explanations. I guess he's kind of like how a computer translates instructions into binary. Except without translating it back to English. See? Oh, I get it. Then how come Tomoka understands him? I guess they're just both on the same wavelength. They must be. Before coming here, they've never studied with anyone. He never studied with anyone. But ever since meeting Tomoka, they've been studying together almost every day after school. And you were worried that he wouldn't be able to make any friends on his own. I wasn't worried about Edmund. I'm just glad she has a friend she can trust. Ten hours remain. It's raining. It was raining that night too, wasn't it? It's nothing. Of all the memories to pop up, why does that one come to mind? So guys, how will we split the groups this time? Do we even need to? We're all on the same floor. It may be true, but it doesn't mean we can get careless. Cecile's right. In any case, if everyone's alright with this, then we'll stick with our current groups. Hang on. All the floors before now had a puzzle, right? Well, yeah, but why do you ask? And let's have a little fun. Fun? I'm gonna make an offer you can't refuse. Boys versus girls, whoever solves the floor's puzzle first wins. Hey, this isn't a game, you know. Our lives are on the line here. It's just an idea. It might be good for morale, you know? Not a half bad idea. I'm down. Argus knows the right word to say. I'm not opposed to it as long as it's okay with everyone else. I guess it wouldn't hurt. This is so stupid. What do you think, Tomoka? I'm fine either way. Whatever, let's just go already. We'll search rooms 406 to 410 while you three search the rest. Man, the girls don't look happy. We can handle that. Let's regroup after we've done with our rooms. Got it. Laters. Be safe, Eben. Yeah, same goes for you. What? Ha. What is going through their heads? What do you think? Come on, we should get going. Let's check this room first. Hey, wait. Alright, time for some investigating. Great, more classrooms. We're at a school, man. I guess we'll start here. I'll check the desks. I'll search the cabinets. And I'll just stand here, staring at the clue. Huh? You know, the one on the chalkboard? Okay, we got a molecule, a chemical formula. That's cool. Really? You guys ever noticed? Never noticed it? I didn't think they'd do that 3 times in a row. Anyway, let's see. C12H22O11. Is this algebra? Maybe, but it doesn't make much sense. So like I said, algebra. That looks kind of familiar. Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Billy? What are you muttering about? I think this might be chemistry. Chemistry? You mean like chemical formulas? I might be misremembering things, but I'm pretty sure that's sugar. No, I think you're right. Sugar? You mean the white stuff? One of them, at least. But what I don't get is the way they're organized. Chemical formulas are normally organized like C12H22O11. But here they're separated by the plus sign. It's really weird. It's weird, alright, but there must be a reason for this format. God damn. Anyway, I didn't see anything else. Let's go. Hey, don't rush ahead. Which room should we go to next? 400. Well, this is a chemistry room. This is new. This must be the science lab. Jeez, what gave you that idea? So what's on the board this time? Okay, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, etc. That was a mouthful. And completely wrong. Wrong? I don't know what kind of math you guys do, but there's no way all that equals 11. It seems like a normal math problem this time. Minus the fact that it's wrong. But that's besides the point. Oh, this one's gonna get confusing, huh? Let's give this room a quick once-over before we move on. Right. Desks are empty, the chemicals back here are all new. They're still in their packaging. You can barely read these labels. Maybe you should have paid more attention in class. Shut up! Maybe the teacher's desk has something. A white spray bottle. There's a note stuck on it. C8H7N3O2. Carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen mixed with water. Well, that's a wrap. There's nothing unusual here. Yeah. Should I tell them? I don't know. Which room should we go to next? 401? Might as well do them in order. You know, it's impressive how identical each of these rooms are. You're telling me. They look so different when class was in session. That's because the students kept making a mess. There's more writing here. NaHCO3. Isn't that baking soda? Beats me. Hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, and nitrogen? What? Na is not nitrogen? It's sodium, yeah. They're just screwing with us. Let's give them a pattern, then switch it up because why the heck not? Well, in Latin it's called natrium. Well, in English it's shut up. I think you have too much sodium in your diet. Screw this, I'm out of here. 402. So what's on the board this time? What's on the board, Miss Ford? C4H8Cl2S. They're made of mustard gas? Depending on the person. That's certainly not my dream. Which room should we go to next? 403. What is on the chalkboard? Wait, isn't chalkboard one word? Whatever, just read the board, board reader. Sure, jackass. More like board reader. Magnesium, iron, silicon, oxygen, hydrogen. Do you recognize it? I think so. But I really want to say that. I don't really want to say the name. Huh? What, is it like a castle or something? I'll just say it's named after a town in Massachusetts. Let's leave it at that, okay? Oh, that town. What is it, like asbestos? 404, classroom not found. I haven't heard that one before. Here's the clue. Oh my god. What the shit? Why? What in the world is that load of malarkey? Let's see. Water, carbon, ammonia, lime, phosphorus, salt, saltpeter, sulfur, iron, and silicon, right? Yeah. Allegedly, these are some of the ingredients for the average human adult body. Humans? We have all the ingredients available to us, yet we still can't make humans? Except humans are more than just a grocery list. Besides, they're also a perfectly fine way to make life. Yeah, whatever. That list isn't even accurate anyway, it's just a theory. It's a pretty weird theory. What is a saltpeter for? An explosive personality? That takes care of our side. I guess all we can do now is wait for the others. Works for me, all this walking is making my feet hurt. Yeah. You know, the more I think about all this happened today, the stranger this all sounds. You're telling me. We were knocked out, abducted, imprisoned in our school and forced to play some game. If anyone told me about this, I'd assume it was some made-up story. Yeah, it sounds like one of Argus's tall tales. What? This is nothing like my stories. Mine are a lot more thrilling than this snooze fest. Snooze fest? Yeah, I have to agree, his stories are way more exciting than this. There's a lot more action and less waiting. It's all about how you tell it. During the Roman Emperor Claudius's reign, what did he legalize at banquets? I think it was this one. Correct. Farting was legalized for health reasons. I'd believe it. In the US state of Ohio, there is a law that makes it illegal to do what with a fish? What in the... Out of all these answers, this one seems the most believable. Correct. It is illegal to get a fish drunk in Ohio. Is that even possible? It is believed that this law was passed to protect fish from fermented agricultural runoff. Still not as weird as Christmas being illegal here. In the movie Treasure Hike, the hikers find a box in a stream containing a pocket watch. Who did the pocket watch originally belong to? Crap, movie trivia. I was doing so well up until now. Who did the pocket watch belong to? I don't know, I haven't seen this movie. That one. Robert E. Lee. Huh? The watch belonged to Robert E. Lee. Correct. But then Jason stole it since he was the traitor. Never would have guessed that. That fact was spoiled in the trailers. Actually, the entire movie was spoiled in the trailer. I wouldn't know, I don't really watch movies. That's a shame. I see you haven't changed much. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? One day that eavesdropping habit is gonna bite you. Pot meat kettle. Touché. But seriously, you do it all the time. Always barging into people's business. You ever stop to think you might be bothering someone? Well, I was just offering some help, that's all. If you say so. Let me know if he's bothering you. Okay, Ipin? Sure. What is she, your nanny? Well, she means well. Well, look at you. Already in her good graces. Huh? She's pretty popular around here, but she's very picky about who she associates with. I swear you're a gold mine of gossip. Gossip? Yeah, it's only your first week and people are already talking about you. I have a feeling things are going to be a lot more interesting with you around. Aha. Who is this guy again? Alright class, today we're talking about triangles. Pop quiz. Why was the obtuse triangle upset? Oh no. Because it wasn't right. Why is he like this? Now, you'll never forget it. Hey Argus. Oh hi Edmund. What are you doing? I'm just keeping up on the news. News? You know how information spreads in school, right? You'd be wise to keep up with it. You never know what people are saying about you. For instance, Mr. Johan always wears a striped polo shirt to work, and Miss Mana has a very close singer friend. Oh, and dull rumours about crushes and relationships. What's the point of keeping up with all that? It's free entertainment. That is truly fascinating. Everyday rumours about anything spread around. If you say the wrong thing, it'll inevitably spread like wildfire. But you can also take advantage of it. Take advantage of it? How? Watch and learn. Okay. Back in middle school, I used to live in the outskirts of the city. Huh? Just play along. And you might not know this, but the outskirts is really rural. There are farms, rivers, and forests. It's the best. The weekends were pretty boring since I literally had nothing to do. My home was like a 30-minute drive to the fun parts of town. And I wasn't going to try and walk that, so the next best thing was to wander around in the forests. And let me tell you, it was amazing. It was like exploring uncharted territory. So that's what I did. I just go out and wander around aimlessly, each time taking a different path. One day I walked the dirt paths, the next I'd follow the river, then I'd climb the trees like the ground was lava. I never found anything, except for this, and this one and only time. Now when you explore a forest, what do you expect to find? Money? Campers? Mushrooms? Bears? Not me, I found a frickin' mansion. I'm not kidding, it wasn't like a condo you rent for vacation. It was a mansion straight out of Aluminum Man. So what did you do? Where did this crowd come from? What do you think I did? Do you think that's where it ends? I just say I found a mansion and left? That'd be a real disappointing story, wouldn't it? So I did the most sensible thing a 12-year-old boy could do. There were no cars, no lights on, no signs of life anywhere, except for the millions of trees, so I walked up the front door and pulled on the door handle. To my surprise, the door opened. At this point I was debating with myself over whether I should stay or leave. I've already come so far, I wasn't going to stop now. When I walked in I was taken aback. The interior was gorgeous. Wood furnishings, pristine carpeting, open space, it was amazing. After what felt like an hour I stumbled upon the kitchen and started opening the cabinets. They were all completely empty except for the one behind the refrigerator. In that was a bunch of bottles filled with what I thought was gasoline. It wasn't until years later I realised that it wasn't gasoline, it was straight up alcohol. Are you serious? I know, I really missed out on a good time. Soon after that I ended up in a room filled with bookshelves stuffed with actual books. My immediate thought was, where's the secret room? And you know what? I found one really quickly. There was only one bookshelf against the wall, and that was it. The bookshelf slid open revealing a downward staircase, so of course I went down into the dark room. And at the end I quickly found a light switch. As soon as the lights came on, oh boy! Leaning against the walls was a friggin' motherload of SMGs. Yeah, semi-machine guns. I stumbled upon an armory. This place was ready for war. The image of that room still sticks with me even now. Now you'd think a 12-year-old boy would be stoked to see a room filled with weapons. Instead I was frozen in place. And that wasn't even the worst part. No, the worst part was when I heard the sound of a parking car. Right after that came the sound of footsteps. And it wasn't like one person, it was like 11 people. My first thought was to hide in the cellar, but I was pretty sure they'd find me there. So I ran out of the cellar and hid behind the couch. At this point I began to hear voices. I couldn't understand a word except for one phrase. Watashi wa anan bakana onga kuka no sawa o shimashita? I couldn't understand a lick of it, but it didn't sound good. So what did you do? I ran to the nearest window and climbed out that way. I booked it out of there and never looked back. In case it wasn't obvious, I stumbled upon a mob hideout. A Japanese mob hideout? Was it the Yakuza? I was scared they were going to find me, so I ran straight home and stayed inside for weeks. They most likely knew I was there, but nothing happened after the incident. And that's why I moved to the dorms, all because of the mob. That's nuts, I can't believe that happened. Well, you didn't have to. I made it all up. Huh? I totally got you, it was pure fiction. Wow, if you didn't tell me it was fake, I'd actually believe you. That's the beauty of storytelling. If you tell it right, anything's believable. The best part is that those other students will spread it as if it was real. And it's super easy to spread false information around here. It's great. Still, it's impressive. It almost sounded like something out of a movie. Really? You should make a movie for the Cultural Festival next year, it'd be great. I never really thought of doing that. Think about it. Alright, I'll do it. Next year I'll make a movie that not even Hollywood can beat. I can see why you wanted to become a director. You really have a talent for telling stories. You either got it or you don't. That's all it is. Anyway, shall we go? Go, but we already finished our half. There's still the catwalk. Catwalk? Yeah, it's in our half of the floor, so let's check it out. Fine, let's get it over with. You coming, Ed? Oh, sorry. Well, that's creepy. This is unsettling. Yeah, because it's not like the rest of the art. It's like a photo. This place looks abandoned. It's so dusty up here. That's what pops out at you? This catwalk is so wobbly, I swear it's going to break any minute now. Please don't say that, you're making me more nervous. Oh crap, we're really high up. I think this goes over the stage. Well, duh. The staff has to reach the stage ropes somehow. And how come some of the ropes are out of our reach? You two wait here. I'll go on ahead. Yeah, why is he walking so fast? So if he falls, then who gets blamed? I guess. Chill out, man, I was only joking. It's not funny. You really are high up, 30 or 40 feet at least. No. No. I don't want to be here anymore. I hate this. Calm down, Eben. Calm down. Breathe. Hey, you alright, man? You're not afraid of heights, are you? No. More of falling than anything. You should wait outside. We can take care of things here. Okay, sorry. Huh? The door closed. No, it's locked. Locked, but that's impossible. What do you mean impossible? It's one of the warden's rules. Rule number 7. Once the door is unlocked, it cannot be locked again. There are no exceptions. Then what is this if it's not locked? If it's not locked, then it must have gotten stuck. Let's try pushing it open then. Yeah, it's not budging. I don't get it. How did we open this before? What's happening? The door's stuck. We can't get it open. You gotta be kidding. Hold this. Huh? It's hard to tell what it is in the dark. It's a periodic table. It's a piece of paper with a bunch of squares with letters. What did you guys do to this door? Nothing, it just closed by itself. Whatever, I'll keep trying. Ha! Is there another door? No, the catwalk ends at the back of the stage. The only other thing here are a bunch of loose rebars and a pair of glives. Glives? Doesn't he mean gloves? How are we supposed to get out of here? We're above the gym and the stage. The ropes go up here. That's crazy, but maybe we could use the... Huh? The door. Thank goodness. I see, so the door got stuck while you're inside. The school kept that door locked to everyone, and now we know why. I'm just glad you guys were around. Thank Tomoka, she heard the banging. So how'd the search go on your end? We just finished our rooms. The timing was pretty convenient, actually. So we both finished around the same time. I'm surprised. Then again, Edmund's with you too. I don't see why that would matter, but thanks. Well, for one thing, you're not as bossy as... That wasn't a question. Well, excuse me, princess. So all that's left is room 411. Let's exchange notes and figure out this puzzle. Yes, please. Cool. Oh no, more equations. It's like the mastermind is obsessed with math or something. These are all we could find in our rooms. We obviously have to do something with them, but what? The format makes it look like we have to add them together. The question is how? Edmund? What's up? What's that you're holding? Oh yeah, I almost forgot about this. Huh? There's a periodic table of elements. Let's see that. Where'd you find this? I found it on the catwalk. It only lists each element and their respective atomic number. I have a feeling this is going to be important. Well, duh. Periodic table added to inventory. Cool. This may be all we're getting on this floor. Let's have a go at this puzzle. Alright, we're going to wrap this one up here, obviously, because we're out of time for this one, and the next one, hopefully we can solve the next puzzle. We've been doing alright up until now. We'll see what happens. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking it out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.